I just learned that term, no contact, from my daughter yesterday. I mean, I'm old school. We call that cutting people off, access denied, done, be it personal or professional, relationships, clients, colleagues. Some people may call it boundaries. But here's the problem with that no communication strategy. For a lot of people, especially high-functioning, high-aware people, no communication, no contact doesn't bring the peace they're looking for. It actually creates more noise because no communication is not neutral. Your brain doesn't treat it like closure, it treats it like a threat. And three things happen to your brain and your body when you suffocate communication. The first is it triggers that threat response. When communication stops without understanding, your brain reads it as unresolved, and the amygdala of your brain gets fight or flight all over, and cortisol starts flooding your system as you're searching for answers and to fix things. The second thing that happens when you do this no communication is it creates loops in your mind because your brain needs that completion. It wants to fix it. So it'll create these conversations and gaps, and that's rumination. And the more thoughtful and caring you are, the more intense or even intimate that situation might have been, the deeper those loops are going to go. The third is no communication blocks your ability to process and ultimately release what you needed to let go of. And that silence can feel like, oh my gosh, an emotional amputation. There was a connection and energy, and now it's gone, that chemistry without resolution. And that's not the quiet or peace you're looking for, that's disruption. Now, that doesn't mean you stay in every situation. That doesn't mean you tolerate behavior that crosses your line. It doesn't mean you listen to someone else's closure story over and over, God forbid. But for yourself and that other person, communication is mature adulting because we process through understanding and dialogue. Now, here's the hard part for me. I fancy myself a pretty good communicator, but I was hardwired to cut access. You cross that line, I'm done. But I've had to unlearn this behavior to bring peace to situations, to grow, and to offer compassion, mainly to myself. Ending a professional or personal situation with clarity is ultimately strength, not weakness. So here's your Coach Carrie reminder. Not every situation deserves access, but it does deserve communication. Silence doesn't always protect you. Sometimes it keeps you stuck because communication isn't about opening the door. Sometimes it's about closing the door, but closing it the right way.